The 2025 golf season is in full bloom at Golfdom and Worldwide Golf. The snow is gone, the grass is green, and the birds are singing, and hope abounds for the best golf season of your life. But you won't play your best with just any old discount equipment off the rack. You need clubs and a ball that fits your game, and that's where Golfdom comes in. Expert club fittings are not just for pros, it's for you and me. And I've personally seen the fitting ninjas at Golfdom extract distance and accuracy from everyday players just by putting them in the right shafts and lofts. When it comes to apparel, Golfdom is a fashionista's nirvana. Every major brand, all styles, and golf wear for every season and every condition. Bags, shoes, push carts, boom boxes, tees, gloves, training aids, towels, head covers, umbrellas, rangefinders, the list goes on and on. And they've got an armory of golf ball ammunition large enough to launch an assault on a Scottish castle. So just like the new season of the Capital Golf Gang being in full bloom, so too is golf season at Golfdom. Get into any location in the DMV, Tysons, Rockville, and Annapolis, or shop online at golfdomgolf.com, or wherever you go, look for the Worldwide Golf logo and get the best for your game.
In the shadow of the most powerful city in the world, the Capital Golf Gang is on the air with instructor John Ronis from the Ronis Academy at River Creek, Executive Director of the Middle Atlantic PGA, John Gould, and now your host in Washington, D.C., Steve Zabin.
It is maybe my favorite episode of the year, the Christmas episode of the Capital Golf Gang, presented by Golfdom and Worldwide Golf. And we are here in Santa's little golf workshop, where elves have been slaving away on perimeter-weighted putters and high MOI drivers.
Can they build those out of wood? That's impressive.
They're really, really good. But it's a fun show. We're going to have a little gift exchange today. We're going to have a white elephant gift exchange and some shopping ideas for those of you who still haven't done your Christmas shopping for your loved ones who love the game of golf, to come on down to Golfdom here in Tysons, or to the one in Annapolis or in Rockville, or any of the Worldwide Golf stores around the country. Let's say hello to the panel. John Ronis, Beacon Hill, is with us. Hello, sir. How are you?
Happy Christmas to all.
Happy Christmas to you, my friend. John Gould, Middle Atlantic PGA, how are you today?
I'm wonderful, thank you. It is a great time of the year.
Are you finally done with meetings and meetings upon meetings at the MIPGA?
I'm done.
Meetings about meetings?
I'm not done with meetings, but it's budget and planning session times. Yeah.
Spreadsheet time.
Yeah,
okay.
Correct. Yep.
Chris Johnson, Salute Military Golf Association and new father. How are you, my friend?
Excellent. It's
How's
been
the
an awesome
sleep?
year.
How's the sleep?
Yeah, I was going to say, how's the sleep
broken
going?
up. It's 2 hours at a time,
Yeah.
if you can get it. 3 is awesome. But, yeah, it's been an amazing couple months. So month and a
half old?
5.5 weeks.
And
yes.
Name,
please,
boy.
name boy.
His official name is Edward Walker Johnson. We call him Teddy. Teddy Walker Johnson. Yes.
That's great.
Nice.
Great name.
And,
Congrats.
Congrats.
Mom's doing well as in addition?
She's doing very, very well.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Beautiful. Okay. We're going to start with our gift suggestions here at Golfdom. We're going to go around the horn. I'm going to start. I found this beautiful shoe right here. It is the Echo Biome C4 Performance Golf. It has, can you hear this?
Ooh, a clicker.
I mean, I love the BOA system on shoes, and it's gotten so good, you can just crank them, tighten them up, but Echo makes, to me, the best golf shoes in the world. I'm biased in that regard, and I've had just about every brand. It's got, the waffle pattern on the soles. You really don't need spikes, in my opinion. Otherwise, you're swinging too hard. And I love the look of this because it's simple. It's black and white colorway, a little bit of blue down here. Just clean. What a shoe. $219. What a bargain. It's on my list. John
That
Ronis.
is a great looking shoe. I'm going to
Thank
try
you.
it on later.
Okay,
Let's
what
see
do you
that
got
is.
from the store here?
Well, I guess you would call this maybe a stocking stuffer.
Yeah.
Sure.
But I have the Stay Soft Winter gloves. And I think it's just a mandatory thing for anyone who plays any kind of cold weather golf. Now,
Let's see.
There's a couple different kinds because
Put those on, Johnny Cochran.
I don't know if they're the right. Oh, and yes, they are.
Does the glove
If
fit?
the glove fits.
You must
So,
equip.
this is a
play in the
men's
winter.
medium large, which is what my hand is.
Oh, hold on a
And-
second. Give me that other glove right there.
Right.
Give me that. I've
So
never
these are a
se-
little different.
I've never seen
That's
this.
why I
where-
brought them up, Zabe. That's why our show is our show. So, this glove is really much like a normal glove through the palm in that it's leather.
It's got leather.
Yeah, and it's like legit.
But
grip.
it's warm.
And then the back has got a little bit of fluff to it. So
Oh,
they're
game-
really good.
Game changer.
Right. So it's not as puffy. Now, there's the other winter gloves
And you would
that
wear
are,
both hands in this time of year.
Yeah.
You
to keep your
could.
hands
and
warm.
you
Yeah.
could
Yeah.
because it's a thinner.
Well, it's like the weather gloves, right? The rainy ones. You want to wear both
yeah, but
usually.
these are even more finite here.
Here's the thing about those rain gloves.
they're
'cause
nice.
I try to pair on. I don't want my hands wet all the time. I don't want to spend 4.5 hours with my hands wet and cold.
Because you have to wet them for rain
For it
gloves to
be
work.
grippy.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Well-
just my personal opinion on that.
Yeah,
But yes,
these are-
are
Yeah,
cool.
these
if you're playing
these
in
are good
Scotland
gloves.
and it's pouring down, you want them because you got to be able to hold on the club.
No, I don't.
just be
I
aware-
want my hands to be not icicles.
When you do buy these gloves, so this one says Stay Soft Winter, and at the top of it shows the pattern here of this one because there are the all black, which are a little bit thicker and a little bit warmer, but
I want
these are
that.
great for everyone to have.
I want that. Okay, Ghoul, what do you have today?
All right, I went with
our
the travel
Christmas editions?
travel bag. Every dedicated golfer should have one of these so they can take their game on the road. This is Club Glove, which what I would say is the top of the line
Yeah.
of the industry. This is at $325 here. And the best thing I like about the Club Glove is it comes with the stiff arm. If you're not familiar with the stiff arm, it's a pole with a kind of a plastic top, but it makes your driver not be the tallest thing in the bag. And when they get compressed and snap, you want the stiff arm protecting it as opposed to your driver taking the
Does that
front
have
of them.
2 wheels on the bottom or 4?
2.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
It does have the linkage system where you can do it with your luggage. But
Turn that
yeah.
around to show people.
I think
okay.
that-
Well, I don't
the
know if they
linkage
can see
system.
from there, but
do you
you can link the other pieces of luggage.
Do you know how strong you'd need to be
Yeah.
to lug that train of stuff through
Yeah.
LAX
Yeah.
or
You
O'Hare?
need about a 10-foot trail behind you, too, so when you're navigating through the crowd, it's probably tripping people.
And again, there's a number of them. Some of them have a very amazing system at the bottom where like multiple wheels pop out and
Yeah.
it glides, club
like
glider,
a little,
something like
a
that.
little second set
Yeah,
of
I
legs.
I think that's
It's
what
amazing.
that's what I brought out on the Christmas show last year because I hadn't
Oh, you
seen
did?
it until I was
Yeah.
traveling last year.
good.
Everybody's talking about that I travel play golf with. They've got these sort of the triangle that comes out that gives you the extra wheels.
I
And they're
have
like
one-
it's a game changer because it balances everything easily.
Yes, I have one of those. You have to pull it down, pull it out. It's a big mechanical set of legs.
Yeah.
But I think they've made a better mousetrap, so to speak, in that they have a 4-wheeled, caster club, but it's all a bag, but it's all soft. Otherwise, you could pack it up in a much more confined space. The only trick is that when it's standing upright, you got to balance it just right if you're going to leave it alone, or you have to be holding it. But still, to be able to just push it along on 4 wheels and not have to drag it
Yes.
on
Yeah,
2.
Yes.
same with the luggage that does that, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so they probably have that version somewhere out there.
Yep.
But that's a good bag right there. Good job,
Yeah.
John Gould. Okay, CJ, what do you have?
I went with the here we go, reindeer ears. I went with the Dustin Johnson endorsed, my favorite live golfer.
And
What team is he?
he's an amazing practicer.
He's always been dedicated to his craft. And this is the perfect practice makes perfect. The standard pro putting mat, 9 feet. It's got a ramp at the end, 2 different holes on there, the tracking system. And I chose it personally because I'm spending a lot of time at home these days. So my practice is happening on the hardwood floors and not on the actual grass of the golf course. So
Nice.
this is perfect.
That is a good mat right there.
This
It
is
does look
perfect
like he's
for
on
this
the
one.
aces from his hat.
Yes,
if anybody
he is.
was wondering.
That's exactly right. He is wearing the Aces hat.
Of course he is.
Right there.
4 aces.
Yeah, just a
Yeah,
4
it's,
Aces.
it's a unique 4 and the A
Can you see
together.
Can you see the 4
And
and the
he
eight?
probably came up with that.
Yeah.
says,
he's brilliant. So.
Yeah.
signed by Dustin Johnson, tour-tested technology
Yes.
He didn't say which tour,
by major champion.
but he did say
Yeah.
tour tested.
Yes.
A renowned practicer.
That's
Renowned
exactly
practicer.
right.
Didn't say which tour. Also didn't explain what tested means.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did a tour player once take one putt on it going, yeah, it rolls?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
It's pretty
Boom!
cool.
Tour tested.
Pretty cool.
The other one quickly that I did ask my wife for that I sent you, I know we were doing stuff here at Golfdom, is the golf bag / baby carrier. So you can put your
nice.
golf clubs in the stroller, like behind the stroller, and it's all one in. I just sent it to you, Zabe, so
All right,
we
I'm
can
gonna
add
get
it.
it up here on the screen.
I
here.
like
We can add
that.
it in post-production.
No. I'm going to get this.
Oh, that's the.
remember-
So that one right there is the baby seat for the golf cart.
Oh,
So
nice.
you can put the baby right there in there. That's also one of them. And then so yeah, we're gonna stock it up. Life has changed for CJ.
That's
so,
right.
We had a
But golf is not changing, so we're going to make it all work.
we had a musician, pretty well-known musician. His name is, I guess the band's name is Kane. They're a Christian rock band, and they're playing locally. And he's a nut golfer, and came over with his 7-week-old baby.
Yeah.
18 holes.
He like, walked him around. For
No.
it?
The wife carried it. I'm like, wow, crazy,
Here it is.
Yeah,
here.
the Kid Caddy.
perfect.
Kid Caddy.
Yeah, he put the club.
KidCaddyGolf.com.
Yeah.
So it's obviously a guy who's invented this thing, and sure enough, your clubs can fit on the back of
The stroller.
I love it.
And coming this spring to Norbeck Country Club.
That's right.
Do you really think people play even 9 holes with their infant child?
Yeah, I have a buddy who's the one who sort of told me about this. He would go. He lived still does. Lives right across from Needwood Golf Course. Montgomery County course
Yeah.
up in Durwood, and they have a 9-hole executive course.
Okay.
So
he's
not out on the
played
big
there with the
course,
kid.
but yeah, he.
You're not getting a 7:30 tee time on Saturday morning with
Yeah.
your kid in a stroller.
No, but he would go off
But
times.
it's a great idea when you've got to watch the kid and
Yeah.
you say, we're going to go outdoors.
Not
for
for
2
the
hours.
rest of the group.
Yeah.
Well, you never
Well, he
know.
would go off
You never
hours,
know.
and
You
just-
never know what the
yeah.
rest of
That's
the group
great.
is like.
Yeah.
And you got some kids, my kids weren't, but you get some kids that they can hang in that stroller for
Yep.
like 6 hours and
Yep.
just giggle at you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mine were trying to crawl out and hit a ball.
92 degrees and 70% humidity with
Roll 'em out.
every bug in the world in mid-August. Is that really
Yeah, because
gonna
they
be
have,
good
they have
for your
nets.
infant
They have
child?
nets for those things
We're just talking
too.
spring and fall, I think, for that.
Yeah,
Okay, limited time.
got to train them at some point.
Okay, now we come to our white elephant gift exchange.
Oh,
I
dear
asked
God,
you
I
guys.
just saw it out of the corner of my eye.
I asked you guys to bring something in from your house, golf related if
Man.
possible, that you're just sick of. It's a dumb thing. For some reason, I bought this monstrosity once upon a time as a swing aid. It's
Like a swing
called-
speed thing? Yeah.
Yes, it is supposed to.
It's good, actually.
Yeah.
Is
for
it good?
baseball, for baseball,
Congratulations.
Yeah.
It's yours.
It's good. Yeah, but someone might steal it from me.
No.
That's the white elephant
for
thing,
baseball,
right?
they used to use it all
steal
the time. Yep.
It's not bad, Zabe. I hate to say it.
Okay, so it was
But it is
invented.
big.
It was invented in order to build up swing speed and muscle strength, but there are far better ways of doing that now.
Now.
with the stack system and all, there's
Yeah.
proven methods of here's how you get swing speed.
Yeah, but at the same time, this also helps with lag because of the fan situation. So if you just have a weighted club, it doesn't necessarily. It's still you could
A
cast it a
weighted
lot
club
easier.
you could cast. This
Yeah.
you cannot cast.
Not as
Well,
easily.
congratulations,
So
you've got it.
I'm
It's
so excited.
I'm so happy it's not in my basement.
I am
anymore.
so
Thank God for that.
happy.
Okay.
I
Cool. Ronus, you're next up.
you know what, guys?
What are you gonna
I
white
failed
elephant us?
miserably at the whole show today.
Oh, you
We
forgot
were given-
yours?
No, I have gifts, but we were given perfect orders
Yeah,
for
specific
wear something
instructions.
Christmassy. I'm in all navy blue.
But you got the reindeer antlers.
And it's feeling good, actually. And then it was a white elephant gift. It's like something from your basement. And I just don't have any of that stuff. I don't stay up
Yes,
late
you do.
enough to do that.
I've been in
So
your garage. You got plenty of crap.
This
you just
is
forgot it.
these things are about to pop off my head, by the
Yeah.
way.
You can take your antlers off if you like.
So I just wanted to bring you guys
hats.
actual gifts.
That's
of
awesome.
So I think
Beacon
you
Hill.
exceeded the instructions. You didn't
Nah,
fail.
not
You didn't
really.
fail.
Sweet.
You didn't
And
fail.
this I'll put on Buddy's desk.
Strong.
But you know what? I want everyone repping Beacon Hill Golf Club because
Nice.
it's awesome. And so I brought you guys
Thank you,
some
John.
and I brought you guys all a poker chip also with Beacon
Nice.
Hill. So
Can
I would
mark
expect.
my ball with that?
Yes, you can.
Wow.
Beautiful.
And I would expect. I remember CJ brought us those Masters Cups one day. In fact, there's one still in my car. I love it.
Beautiful.
So hopefully you guys will wear these and enjoy yourself.
That's fantastic.
And
Thank you, John.
I'll be in the basement wearing one, swinging this fan.
Yeah. There you go. Working on it.
Okay, Mr. Gould, what do you have for the white elephant?
All right, this was just too
my
funny.
God.
So Zabe's instructions were find something silly or weird around your house, and this is so funny. So this is one of the early Walkmans, except it's not a Sony Walkman; it's a Streetwalker. Wow. This is a mobile cassette player for those of you youngins watching. It does work. I don't know if the batteries are in it, but we tried it earlier. We found it in my wife's parents' basement when we were cleaning out the house after her dad passed away. And this was my wife's in the early 80s, maybe? Or mid 80s. And we wanted to show it to our kids, and they cracked up because I don't think they've ever seen a mini cassette or a cassette at all.
I think I still have.
So that's why this was so funny. And I thought, oh, this is a perfect gift for
That
the
is
elephant.
perfect. I'll take
So-
that too.
Okay.
Yep, I'll take them all.
All right, I love it.
I'm just kidding. We'll pass it around.
I'll
Everyone can
take that.
touch it.
The funny thing is it's called a Streetwalker. I mean, it's just
It was a knockoff.
Yeah,
Really
yeah.
knockoff.
Not a prostitute,
Right.
but a streetwalker
right.
knockoff.
They could have gone either way, Zane.
Yeah.
I mean, this thing also has AM,
I mean, that's
FM.
pretty. That's actually pretty loaded right there.
It's got
Well,
AM, FM radio.
high end only.
Yeah.
It's got mono and stereo if you want to switch from one to the other.
In case you're just wearing an earpiece.
And 2 sets of headphones so you and your girl can both listen.
Wow.
Nice.
Have you tried this? Do you know if it works?
We tried it, 6 months ago, a year ago. So
And it worked.
yeah, it worked.
Okay, I love it. All right, next up, CJ.
I failed on this one. We moved recently, and I swear I went through box after box looking for
Something.
for an alien or a Medicus or a perfect club, and I couldn't find
Somebody
anything.
threw them away before you were able to move
I'm
it.
pretty sure. I wanted the Peter Kessler Perfect Club. That would
have
have been
that.
the one. I know you
Of
do.
course you do.
I know you do.
You have everything.
I did find.
I almost have
I
it.
did find it and then left it because I was running late because I have a 5.5-week-old. But I did find a persimmon wood with the shaft and a bottle opener at the end of that, which I was going to bring in.
Oh, nice.
But I forgot.
I found that when I was cleaning out my dad's house, the whole set of that. Yeah. Yep, exactly.
Different clubs.
It was good.
Awesome.
I had someone, sorry to get off the subject here maybe for a second, but I had someone come up to me and say, and I want to hear your answers to this question. Hey, what do you think about the chipper?
Yeah.
And,
Is it
because
double-sided?
is that a kind of one of those? Is that
yeah.
a training aid? Is that a.
Is it double-sided?
Yeah, I mean, these are the questions. I'm like, I don't think a whole lot about the chipper too often. But the fact is that, if it works for you, I guess it's okay. But then you start to ask those. Is it both-sided? Is it lefty and righty?
Yeah.
What is the loft on your chipper? How often do you use it? This guy started talking about using it from 110 yards out.
Oh, jeez.
And I'm like, I guess you don't
That's
need
not
many
a-
clubs.
That's not a chip right there.
No,
Maybe it's this double-sided chipper stinger.
I don't know. But it's like
Punch
a
out.
putting 140. I'm like, okay.
What's the Club Pro guy's punch-out system? 7?
Well, he's the camel toe club. He used to sell it on his website. I don't know if he still does. I know a guy that has one.
It's unbelievable.
Hilarious.
It's unbelievable.
Have you seen the promo for it?
Oh, yeah.
Is this thing USG illegal? What do I care? I don't play by the rules.
It's great.
All right. So that said, let's go ahead and put our white elephants and our gifts behind us. You guys can take off your antlers, and we'll just talk here. Got
I like
two
my
more.
antlers.
No, I want them off.
Okay.
The director wants them off
Okay.
for aesthetics. There you go. Just dump them behind. you.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay. All right. So I wanted to ask 2 questions of Christmas. Question number 1 is, what is the greatest gift you received all year from the game of golf? I left that purposely open-ended, so it can be anything you perceive to be a gift in life, from consciousness on your deathbed, which, as we know,
Is nice.
to an actual physical gift that somebody might have given you. While you guys ponder that, I'm going to call up my gift, a picture of my gift, and then we'll also end on who or what in the game of golf deserves a lump of coal in their stocking? Just to say, So think about lump of coal and think about your gift. My gift, and I have had such a ridiculously blessed year in terms of golf, going places, getting invited places, playing Pine Valley for the second time in my life. Tons of great rounds with great friends. The annual golf trip to Mid Pines and Pine Needles, the Malcolm McLeod Memorial, and mid-May went to Scotland with a group of great guys in late July. And then had a great fall with some great rounds, and many of them were at, quote, no cost to the league. So my life is a gift and a blessing when it comes to golf, and I am a shameless golf whore at times when invited, but I try to make sure to keep my karma shiny. That said, you know what I love more than anything is the assets, as I call them. Digital assets, photographs, video clips, what they call in the production business as assets, which can be photo, video, sound, music, whatever. Something, an asset. I have the greatest asset, which came from one of my favorite gifts of the year, from my friend Manus Cooney, who was with us on the golf trip to Scotland. He bought us all hats, big letter hats that say hat, which I freaking love because it's the dumbest thing ever, the big letters.
Right.
Pines, lake.
Yeah.
Woods,
Yeah.
the Grove, all these big letter hats. By the way, do you have big letter hats at Beacon Hill?
No.
Say
Will
the
you,
hill.
will you have someone that say
No.
the hill?
No, I will not.
All right. You will not. But you had them at your old place
course.
over your dead
Of course.
body.
The creek.
Corporate said we must have them.
Yeah,
It's all the
the
trend.
creek.
Right.
Yep.
You also had the upside down backward hats, too.
Yeah, I don't
right?
quite understand that. Is it just people just getting knocked down, drunk, upside down?
Listen, the generation that worships 6'7" is the
Yeah.
same that likes the upside down backwards
Yeah,
hats.
I don't get it.
Okay, so not only did I get a hat that says hat, which is fantastic, I also have a big letter hat that says Muni on it because it's from Washington County Golf Course in Wisconsin, which is one of the best pound-for-pound munis in terms of conditions, price, you name it. And so they, as a sort of a sarcastic joke, printed up munis. And it's a great hat. So you wear a hat that says Muni, and I've got a hat that says hat. But the asset I love the most, and it was just by happenstance and also by virtue of doing screen captures of video, shooting 4K, kids. You shoot in 4K, you can take a still frame from any, picture you want or any piece of video. Yeah. It is this asset right here. Here I am at Brora, where the sheep and the goats and the cows roam free on the golf course, but also people walking their dogs in Scotland is a common thing on or around or through the golf course. And this one owner had a beautiful golden retriever. Ronas, you have two of these beautiful creatures, man's truest best friend, a golden retriever. And I went up to go give him a pet, and look at that lick right on my cheek right there, and the stupid big hat,
Yeah.
and the smile on my face,
And the Tyler Clippard
and
glasses.
the glasses.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I'm going blind. I need glasses to see where my
No, that
balls
is-
are going.
that's like
Are those
a-
sport goggles, sport regs?
I
or
don't know.
something?
It's just a perfect. That's perfection right there.
Someday,
the dog
if
is
you-
perfection.
The dog is
The
perfection.
hat is perfection.
Exactly.
And then the guy under the hat's pretty decent too.
Yeah, the guy.
Yeah, let's skip over that. But
That's
the
my
background,
exact dog.
The background, it looks like he's in a pasture. You can't even tell he's on a
Yeah.
golf course.
And remember, I believe this was the course where the cows were
Yes.
roaming, and they had like wires around the green.
Correct.
Yep.
Yes.
Craziness.
So that was my
awesome.
gift of the year right there. What about you, John Ronas? What was your gift of the year?
Well, I guess my gift has been brewing for a while, but for really the first year, I think my biggest gift is that both of my boys and my wife now are hooked on this game.
Really?
So the amount of time that they allocate to the sport, they grew up playing different sports and, kind of dabbled a little bit in golf, but now they're really hooked on it and they really love it. And they like the fact that, I really appreciate the fact that I'm now a pro at a club where they can enjoy because the time is there for them to enjoy the golf course.
And you guys live just up north of Beacon Hill, so
Yeah.
it's not too far away.
I think it's your dream as a boy dad, because I have
dad.
two boys. And I would assume it's the same for girl dad too, or whatever.
No, it's different.
Probably.
okay.
But as a golfing guy, to be able to get to the point where your kids are competent enough, because, they might have liked golf, but they weren't competent enough.
Right.
Competent enough to go out there and enjoy the 9 or 18 holes. And I took my son, Will, my older son, on 2 major trips this year. One to my alumni tournament up in at UConn at Shelter Harbor, and one down to the Grove, which I was hosted by, Mr. Levinson. And so I wouldn't have done that if he wasn't competent. So the competency, they've gotten to the point where they enjoy it, they work at it, and they're competent enough. They're not great, but they're good kids. So to enjoy 4 hours of that, that's probably the biggest gift that I got in golf this year.
That is fantastic. And I know your son Will used to all be about hunting and fishing.
Yeah.
Didn't give 2 flips about golf. Now he's so much into golf. When I went to see John the other night, because I was bored on a Saturday, he was in the garage setting up the simulator, and he said, this is because Will wants to use it. And I go, really?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, yeah, he's all into it.
Yeah.
Love it.
It's fun.
Love it. Okay, Ghoul, your greatest gift of the year.
Yeah, so, I've had the wonderful opportunity to work in golf for 30 years now, and the gift that keeps on giving for me is this career that allows me to travel in golf. So, we had a meeting in Louisville where I played Valhalla and
nice.
Harmony Landing, with a course where Mike Thomas, Justin Thomas's dad, worked at and owned for a while. Traveled to England and played 5 courses in England. Travel to our annual meetings in Frisco. All those kinds of things that, I don't go unappreciated, because it's pretty amazing. And I do this all for free.
Shush, don't say that.
Yeah.
You're leaving out the Ryder Cup.
Yeah, I went to the Ryder Cup. I didn't play, but traveled to watch the Ryder Cup. Traveled to the PGA Championship. This is part of my job.
I know. Did you go drive, chip, and putt this year or no?
I didn't go to nationals. No,
This is part of the giving part of his job too. He let one of his colleagues go to the drive, chip, and putt. He could have gone, but he let someone else go.
That's great.
Yep.
That's cool. Great blessing.
Pretty amazing. Yeah, blessing.
And you do a great job of running this section and working with all the people in the office. And one of these days you'll tell the story on there about the fascinating handicap situation going on with the origins of gin, which I didn't even know. That it was the
not the origins of gins, but the origin of the handicap program in this area.
Crazy.
A centralized handicap system started in 1970 when computers weren't even a thing.
Yep.
Okay.
Crazy.
CJ, I know your greatest gift this year is your son, Teddy.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you got to go to your second greatest gift, but if you want to riff on Teddy real quick.
Yeah, sort of to echo what Ronas said. There's no doubt. It's, my forever favorite golf pairing, happened 5.5 weeks ago. I get to, I'm assuming, hopefully, he'll enjoy the game of golf and we'll be able to play, for the rest of my life, which will be absolutely the best gift by far.
It's never too early to work on the grips.
Well, he's got strong hands already. He's got big hands and strong hands.
Good.
And he's got a million golf outfits and onesies and blankets and stuff.
Awesome.
So
did your father play, CJ? And did you play with your father?
that is that's a mini series of a show, Zabe.
Yeah.
But
So short answer. The short answer is not exactly.
The short answer is yes. He played and played a lot. It was a massive part of his life. The miniseries part of it is I wasn't part of his life.
Okay.
All right, we'll move right along. Thanks for asking, Zabe.
Yeah. That's it. The other thing I would say, though, is, there's no other sport to me that I could even think of, and I'm somebody who's worked in sports, where you develop the relationships that you do through golf, through spending 4 hours on the golf course and, all the time, and you get to know somebody who, you maybe just met. And that happened to me actually just about 13 months ago. I met this guy, Chris Kim, who's an awesome ambassador for the game of golf, and he's up in Philadelphia, and we just became fast friends. So much so that this year, in early part of the year, he set up a golf trip for us to go play Aronimink, Marion, and Baltusrol.
Damn.
Back to back to back.
Incredible.
Yeah, it was an amazing 3-day trip up there, and
Notice
it was
before the birth of his child.
Yeah, it was
Very strategic there.
It was about halfway through for Caitlin, but yeah, it was just you don't get those sort of happen meetups or whatever relationships and that that sort of happened. And it's happened many times, luckily for me in golf, and. So that's certainly the trip of the year for me that sticks out.
Nice.
Probably the 3-day trip of a lifetime for me so far.
For sure.
For golf. So, yeah, that happened this year.
There really is no other sport that you would get together like that. And it just isn't. It's just the uniqueness of this sport. It's the way it is.
Just imagine if you played tennis with somebody. If you played them at one club, there's no reason for you to go to another club and play together.
Unless you're playing on a different surface like grass and clay and whatever. But you're right. It's so unique and so different from everything else. And then the kind of the cultural, historical aspects of it, of each club too, how, they'll have their different cultures. And it's so cool to see the different cultures at different clubs. It's just so cool, this game.
Okay, now for the lump of coal. My lump of coal, and I mean this with all due respect, Arlo White, who is the play-by-play voice of the Live Tour, bloop, lump of coal in your stocking. Bro, you got to turn it down. Everything can't be magnificent play from the aces here. Look at the Majestics. Oh, my, what a Saturday we've got in store for you here. Stop it. Just stop it. Call the golf.
It's unbelievable.
Give it a little bit of zhuzh, but otherwise, enough already. Arlo, boom, lump of coal.
There's too much going on the screen on that Live for me to even hear the voice that's going on. That's a good one, Zabe. I don't really have a tremendous amount, and I should wait on this lump of coal. But I'm not really too, and I'm a Jay Monahan guy.
Yeah, it's your boy.
The new guy coming in,
Brian Rolap.
right now, he has a lump of coal that he's going to have to
Earn his way out of?
Yeah, he's going to have to earn his way out of. Now, my lump of coal 2 months ago, and I've moved on professionally from this, would have been on the PGA of America's handling of the Ryder Cup.
Okay.
And our particular guy. But having said that, volunteer, blah, 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 I've given that away. I've tried to be, he's doing more than I'm doing, so I'm not going to ridicule him. But I do not like the down to 120.
100.
100. I don't like down to 100. I don't like the limited schedule as of right now. That's not to say that I won't. But right now, there's a lump of coal in that stocking for the new guy coming in for the PGA Tour.
Okay, cool. What do you got?
I hate to hit Live again, but Greg Norman gets my lump of
He gets
coal.
it every year, though, right?
Yeah, probably deserving
Coal
of.
to fire an electrical plant.
Right. So, I mean, he was, kind of not likable when he was on tour, and then going to Live, and then basically getting pushed out of Live because he wasn't even doing that right. All the while maintaining that he was the smartest guy in the room, the most handsome guy in the room, and everything else. He gets my lump of coal.
All right, CJ.
I mean, the easy one for me is, Team USA and the Ryder Cup. But I'm going to go just, local here. Give us back our damn tour stop. The PGA Tour gets the lump of coal for me. Yeah. When does the D.C. area get a PGA Tour stop back?
I guess Market 8 is not good enough for him. I guess the incredible demographics and wealth of Loudoun County, Montgomery County, Fairfax County doesn't matter to the PGA Tour.
That's right.
Part of the problem
is the diversity of not only the wealth, but the diversity of Washington, D.C.
Sure.
I mean, we can bring so many initiatives into this area. If, you can look at any cause or anything you want to go to, and we have it right in this mixing bowl right here.
Well, maybe Rolap. We'll get on that. But there's an alternate idea for the tour we're going to kick around after the break here from one Gary McCord, who actually was the guy that pushed the tour back in the day to go to the all-exempt 125 when it was only 60 at the time. So he's done it once. Could he do it again? We'll talk about that as we come back from break, as well as rest in peace, Fuzzy, and some pretty funny viral video clips as well. And Justin Thomas, maybe stop talking about the Ryder Cup. All that and more straight ahead.
Agreed.
Christmas edition here of the Capital Golf Gang, presented by Golfdom. The 2025 golf season is in full bloom at Golfdom and Worldwide Golf. The snow is gone, the grass is green, and the birds are singing, and hope abounds for the best golf season of your life. But you won't play your best with just any old discount equipment off the rack. You need clubs and a ball that fits your game, and that's where Golfdom comes in. Expert club fittings are not just for pros, it's for you and me. And I've personally seen the fitting ninjas at Golfdom extract distance and accuracy from everyday players just by putting them in the right shafts and lofts. When it comes to apparel, Golfdom is a fashionista's nirvana. Every major brand, all styles, and golf wear for every season and every condition. Bags, shoes, push carts, boom boxes, tees, gloves, training aids, towels, head covers, umbrellas, rangefinders, the list goes on and on. And they've got an armory of golf ball ammunition large enough to launch an assault on a Scottish castle. So just like the new season of the Capital Golf Gang being in full bloom, so too is golf season at Golfdom. Get into any location in the DMV, Tysons, Rockville, and Annapolis, or shop online at golfdomgolf.com, or wherever you go, look for the Worldwide Golf logo and get the best for your game. We are back, Capital Golf Gang live, plausibly live from the Center Fitting Studio here in Tyson's Corner. Perfect time of the year to come on down, get fitted for your golf clubs for next year. They've got all kinds of stuff, and they've got all the machines here and expert fitters that'll get your game dialed in. Woods, irons, wedges, putters, you name it, they got it here at Golfdom. Okay, boys. Frank Urban Zoeller passes away last week. Fuzzy Zoeller. He was notable for a number of things. But unfortunately, the way the world works is that controversies often find their way into the first paragraph of any obit. So most of the obits about Fuzzy Zoeller were about the unfortunate quip he made following the Masters when Tiger Woods won for the first time. And he said offhandedly, that guy's playing well and wish him the best and just tell him not to serve, collard greens and fried chicken or whatever the hell they serve. And that was often running to a controversy that was really kind of ugly in retrospect and didn't reflect Fuzzy Zoeller's non-racist heart, which everyone who knew him said that's exactly who he was. He was great as just a easygoing, good old golf pro. And I know that prototype before. We have a friend, CJ, in Jeff Sheehan, who reminds me a lot of the Fuzzy Zoeller ethic. Very unimpressed with himself, very unassuming, humble, funny, wisdom, wit, wise, you name it. And Fuzzy Zoeller was also a hell of a golfer. I mean, a hell of a golfer. Not only winning the Masters in 1979, the first time he looked at the course.
Right.
He's the last guy to win the first time ever setting foot down Magnolia Lane. He's also the last golfer to ever win there with one of their caddies. Because remember, they were phasing out in the late 70s the caddies that were in the caddy shack at Augusta, where they made the pros take a guy.
Right.
And Fuzzy used one of the local caddies. So that was kind of notable as well. He's also well known for the waving of the white towel on 18 against Norman in the U.S. Open at Winged Foot.
Yes.
It was like 84-ish, 85, something like that.
It was 84, yeah.
Zoeller didn't know that the putt Norman made, the bomb he made that got such a huge roar, was for par, not for birdies. So Fuzzy thought that was it. The two then ended up playing an 18-hole match the next playoff the next day, which was won by
Fuzzy.
By
a million. By like 10 strokes.
By a million. Fuzzy also had this amazing habit of teeing up right inside ball marker, or right inside the tee. So tee boxes. So there'd be a tee marker, right? Shorter than Santa here. And Fuzzy would put his ball on the inside of it. He'd stand feet outside of it. And it was always like, aren't you worried about hitting the tee marker?
Plus, he slid the club. Like, he didn't start with the club behind the ball.
That's right. He tapped it and slid it up to it.
Yeah.
And it was just so unique in that regard. Rest in peace, Fuzzy Zoeller. Further thoughts on this?
You know what? It's a shame-tainted legacy. I don't really have a whole lot to say about it.
74 years old, by the way.
Yeah, I'll just talk about his golfing entertainment value was tremendous.
Great
when he was playing.
I was just going to say that.
Yeah.
He was like
so
the Lee Trevino kind of witty banter, back and forth, what we now want at events like Skins Game or all these made-up matches. What we want is what Fuzzy was.
And he was real.
A chatterbox, always had a quip and was continuously talking as opposed to the robots we see these days.
The Kentucky Lee Trevino.
Yes. And unfortunately, got him in trouble.
Just echoing that's exactly right. When he passes away, you think, who's like Fuzzy Zoeller in the game today? And you can't come close. And that's what, we always talk about the game lacks so much personality, and he was one of the great showmen of the game.
And
'Cause
possibly because he got in trouble is why some of them now just don't bother.
Well,
It's-
that could
you're-
be,
you're-
could be part of it.
you're
You know,
very
and,
right.
and
He was a round bellied everyman.
Yeah.
and you hear, he would always like whistle around the golf course. He was just a, very fun person. Great for galleries to walk and, with and
Imagine
watch.
him with a drink in his hand while he's playing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
It's
and that sort of thing. And, I just I think about how they talk about, well, these guys today, they're physically fit. They're so much better. They're athletes. I'd argue that somebody like Fuzzy Zoeller was a better athlete than some of these guys today.
Better natural athlete.
Better natural athlete.
Had to work around the belly.
The hand-eye coordination.
Man,
of
he just hooked it
playing the
around there,
game.
and hit these awesome draws, and
with cruddy equipment.
He also was instrumental in probably saving John Daly's life. Daly mentioned how Fuzzy became sort of a surrogate father to him when he was at the depths of his drinking and his gambling and his financial problems. Now, Fuzzy was no teetotaler himself. He liked a good Kentucky bourbon or two, but at least he was able to connect to Daly on a way to go, look, you may still end up being a drinker at some level, but you got to dial back. You'll be dead.
Yeah.
So Daly was very thankful for Fuzzy Zoeller in his life.
Apparently, Fuzzy used to have these legendary wolf games, which you don't really hear a lot. And I heard Alice Cooper tell a story that he played in a wolf game. It was him, Fuzzy, Daly, and Trevino. Just like, not for TV.
Now, wolf
Just
works
like-
as follows. One guy is the wolf each hole, and it rotates. So for a foursome, it'll be hole 1, I'm the wolf, 2, 3, 4. When you're the wolf, you can decide to go lone wolf, which is going against everybody, or you can pick a partner after you watch the tee shots.
Right. And there's typically, you decide before
Before the next guy hits.
Well, and you also decide before, either at the start of the round, you say, hey, every hole is worth
X amount of
$5,
dollars.
or you can say the wolf can call how much every hole is worth, and you can cap it
Up
at
to a limit.
Yeah, cap it at a certain amount on there. And then, so if let's say you're the wolf and you play it for $10, and you say, I'm going to go lone wolf, and now it's worth
Doubles.
Yeah, well, it's worth 40.
Oh, right. It
If
quadruples.
you win, but you got to pay out everybody, 10,
Sure.
10, or you take everybody's
It's a
money.
fun strategic game once you get your head around it. To me, it's too much thinking, and it messes up me just trying to get the damn ball in the fairway and in the hole. But, yeah.
I think all those are away from me.
Yeah,
but
too different
all the
for
fun
me.
games.
Okay, now in other news, Justin Thomas was on a podcast recently and was talking about the Ryder Cup. This last Ryder Cup that they lost at Bethpage when they never
As
should have
opposed to
lost
the
it.
other ones they've lost?
As opposed to the other ones that they lost. I would just say, look, if I was at any involvement in that Ryder Cup for Team USA, if somebody on a podcast said, hey, how about that Ryder Cup? I'd go, what? Who?
Yeah.
I would pretend like I don't remember anything about it, because no matter what you say, it's just going to come off wrong. And this one certainly landed with a complete thud. Headline, Justin Thomas claims Team USA was arguing with grounds crew all week about green speeds. According to Thomas, he said they were begging the grounds crew to make the greens faster, which in theory would have given the U.S. an advantage. I would love to dispute that, but whatever. And the grounds crew allegedly did not heed these pampered Americans what they wanted. One member of the grounds crew anonymously fired back saying, we didn't talk to anybody all week. We talked to the captain, Keegan Bradley, once, and that was it. And it didn't have to do with green speeds. Your thoughts on Justin Thomas with these comments?
I think you're exactly right, Zabe. It's over.
Yep.
It's over. And
You lost. They made the
lost,
shots.
And you know
They
why
made
you
the
lost?
putts. You lost.
Because, one, they were better than you that week. And then, two, I do think that the controllables that you have, you weren't detail-oriented enough to take care of.
Ding.
Simple as that.
The rough length,
Yeah.
green speed. You had control of those,
Yeah.
and you're like,
You failed in that, and then they were better than you that week.
Right.
So, yeah, you lost.
cool.
Yeah, I'm a Justin Thomas stan, and I don't like this, right? I mean, this is
I did not know
is
you were a stan of his.
Yeah.
I found the one guy, CJ.
No.
It's
He
him.
liked because he's a son of
He's
a
son of a
PGA.
PGA of
pro.
America.
Yeah, this
professional.
comes off as whiny, just BS. One little tidbit to add. So the U.S. team or the home team has the ability to kind of control the setup up to a week before the event. A week
Okay.
before the event, it's all done by the committee. So Kerry Haig on our side, the European version of Kerry, in terms of course setup. They know 5 hole locations. They just don't for each hole. They just don't know which hole is going to be used on which round and all that stuff. So it doesn't surprise me that the grounds crew didn't hear from them that week. They're not supposed to. They're not allowed to. They were probably bitching and moaning to the committee, not made up of groundskeepers, from Kerry Hagan and his team.
Interesting. So they're not even allowed to.
Right. And they can't. They're not going to. It's a consolidated committee. So we're not going to be able to change the green speed because the U.S. team wants it at that point.
Yeah.
Because there's a joint committee now handling it.
Plus, just not prepared to change them dramatically.
Well,
because you could kill them.
It rained, yes. So it's a public golf course.
Well, they wouldn't have killed them.
They were setting it up to slowly work up to that speed effective Friday, and it poured on Thursday or Wednesday, whichever day it was.
Does Thomas not realize Europeans are pros too, and they putt on fast greens as much as they do?
Yeah, it used to be that the European
all
Tour
on the
courses.
PGA Tour.
That's right.
They
That's
live in
the issue.
Orlando and Howard.
That's the issue. It used to be the European Tour courses were slower.
Of course.
And we always had an advantage at majors and Ryder Cup when we had fast greens. And it was a disadvantage when we played over there and they were slow greens. But that doesn't happen anymore.
No.
It's so old thinking.
CJ, get a thought in on this before we put it to bed.
Shut up.
Shut up. Exactly.
Yep.
Justin or Zeke?
I hope Justin Thomas. Speaking of preparing, controlling your controllables, anyone who says, well, there's so much that goes into a Ryder Cup and it's a big thing. Did you ever see this photo shoot that Team Europe did?
Yeah.
Did we talk about this on the show?
I think we have.
I think we did, but it was so awesome.
Did we talk about it on the air?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
we
we
did.
played it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, the fact that they got up at this, unbelievable hour at dark 30 to film a vintage photo with vintage clothing, they did all that and they killed us.
Yeah.
Well, didn't kill us,
To
but
me,
they beat
it
us.
really exemplifies the difference between wanting to be there and having to be there.
Yeah.
That exemplifies to me that he's preaching to them to be appreciative that you have the opportunity
Be
to
part
do
of the
this
team.
photo shoot.
Be part of the team.
Yeah.
This is what we're doing as a team.
Yep.
Yes, you're going to have to wake up early, but this is what we do.
Yeah, and as much as we want to say anything about New York City, the rest of the world looks at New York City like a Tokyo or something like that as one of the top probably 3 or 4 Mecca cities in the world.
Yeah.
So when they come over here and they're in New York City, they took advantage of it, and such a cool way to do it.
It was a burden for them to just show up for the dinners.
Correct.
Or practice rounds, which apparently they didn't do. So, all right, I got a video here that every time I watch it, I'll laugh. Partly because I like Padraig Harrington, even though he was he was a bit of a jerk this summer over what was the incident he got embroiled in?
It wasn't a big deal. It was with the announcer. It was with he said the announcer.
Because he didn't like the fact that the roving announcer for TV didn't help search for his ball.
Roger Maltby.
Maltby, that's right.
Yeah. I still like Patty. I love his accent, and I think this video was done as a full-on work, as they say in wrestling, a planned deal. But Patty sells it so well. A couple of people were in my group chat were like, I didn't know he was such a prick. This is Daniel Rappaport, who filmed it, I think, for Scratch Golf Media. But this was him caddying just a friendly round, or it might have been a practice round on the senior tour. Practice round on the senior tour for Padraig Harrington. Take a watch and a listen.
Talk to my golf ball.
Be good.
Do not talk to my golf ball.
You don't like a be good?
I don't like you saying anything to my golf ball. What do you mean by be good?
Do not take his driver off the tee and just shut your mouth all day.
You saying be good is your anxiousness. Only say good shot when I hit a good shot.
I'm not saying anything. Break. Great putt.
Somebody hear something? Was there somebody? Is that a pigeon talking to my golf ball?
I said break.
You were talking to my golf ball. All I heard you say there is, that idiot hit the putt too high.
Yeah, really nice kick. Am I allowed to say that or no?
No, don't talk to my golf ball.
That was talking to you about what the golf ball did after it landed.
If I asked you where did my ball go, then you could say it got a nice kick. And now I know what you're thinking.
I can't. I shut up and I can't even win. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah is too much?
What did you mean by yeah?
Like that was fucking flush.
Yeah,
That's
there
what I
you
meant.
go. See, I knew.
The whole thing is so perfect. Do we think it was
Oh, it's
a
produced.
setup? Produced?
Of course it is.
Of course.
Yeah.
So not
But it's
genuine.
well produced.
The funniest thing is, I would be willing to bet there are tour players for whom these rules are the basics, the starting rules on what to say.
Oh, I'd be willing to bet that is how they're thinking, almost all of them.
Right. Like when he says, be
They
good.
might say it
That's
out
your
loud.
That's your anxiety speaking. That's hilarious.
Well, they don't want anyone they don't want anyone talking.
Get your lips off my ball is a famous saying.
The famous is Gary Player, which is, keep up and shut up or whatever.
Show up, keep up, shut up.
Yeah.
The 3 rules of being a caddy.
And I think that was true back then.
It
And, in all honesty, I don't – when there's a hitting –
listen to Spieth talk to his caddy, and it takes an hour for make decision. It's not true anymore.
That witness show took
What do you
years
think?
off my mental fortitude from that. I would say when we go and you it's a luxury to have a caddy. There's no question about it. But there are some caddies that halfway through you're just like, I don't want to hear another word from you.
Yeah,
you're disturbing me.
I mean, locally, legendary Gary Williams is famous for this.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. He hates caddies talking to not caddies, any of his playing partners that are there.
Talking to his ball?
Talking to his ball. Oh, he hates it. Like, I'm lucky enough that you played with him,
I've played
too.
with
What if I
Gary,
root
a few-
against
a
his
few
ball?
times.
Get in the trap.
No.
Get in the bunker.
He
Go out of
hates
bounds.
it and will get angry, like actually visibly angry about it. The best caddy exchange, though, to me, is the Turrell Hatton when he says immediately after impact, have you ever seen a shot hit that poorly in the game of golf? And the caddy's just standing there. He goes, no, answer it. Like before the ball's even landed. And the guy's like, no. And the caddy's like, no. And he goes, exactly.
There's no right answer there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw you last week.
I mean, I certainly have when I was getting a loop at, wherever.
There's an old sort of not quite joke, a golf joke, but a story, a tale, apocryphal sort of legend about some guys playing Pebble Beach with a caddy, and he's going out the first 9 holes, and he's shooting 63, and he's already chunked 3 of them and double hit couples and 4-putted, and finally says in exasperation on the 10th tee, "You're the worst caddy in the world." And the caddy says, that'd be too much of a coincidence. Meaning he's the worst golfer in the world.
Yeah.
So there's
it's
that.
not a Pebble Beach story. It's definitely in Ireland or Scotland.
Yeah,
because of the
because-
accent.
well, exactly,
Yeah.
right.
Yep.
Anyway, I just liked it. What I liked is the production value of that little sound effect. Like, oh, nope, you hit a bonk. You said something you should not have said, which is funny.
You about what the golf ball did after it landed.
If I asked you where did my ball go, then you could say
Then you
it
can
got
say
a nice
it got a
kick.
nice kick.
And now I know what you're thinking.
I know what you're thinking.
I shut up and I can't even
Yeah,
win.
this is it. Pause.
Yeah. Sorry. Oh my.
So funny. Okay, that's said. Next up, not all golf is serious, though. In Australia, at the PGA Championship, the Australian PGA, there was a scene in which Daniel Hillier was contending for first place on round 3. He is 1 shot back, and he is on the 17th green. And it's not quite a party hole, but it's surrounded by
pretty close.
stands.
Yep.
And the Aussies, being Aussies, they're nuts, good people, but they crazy, were singing Sweet Caroline with the iconic dun, dun, dun. And he was lining up his putt, and he decided, go with the flow. Don't ask him to be quiet, of all things.
You wouldn't know he had a 10-footer for par, would you?
Straight downhill, too.
Would you see that anywhere else but Australia? Can he make it?
And they did bring the volume down just when he was
Yes, he can!
Crank up the music!
That's good stuff right there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great.
That is how to build positive vibes with the crowd. They're going to root for him the rest of his
we
life.
have
when he's
that
there.
in America, too. It's called
Yep.
TGL.
Oh, you're excited for year 2 of the TGL.
We also have Phoenix Waste Management.
I don't know. I haven't looked at the roster yet.
Tiger Woods spoke at the Hero World Challenge, which is a wonderful event if you're in it. It's only, 30 guys, 40 guys?
Yeah.
30.
You get world golf ranking points, which is some kind of a deal there.
Is that like the last thing that Morikawa won, something like that? That or
Yeah.
Zozo or
There was-
something.
yeah.
Zozo.
Yeah.
And Tiger Woods, being the host of this, did a press conference where he was talking about, what the deal is about when he's going to play, how much he's going to play. And he didn't really reveal a whole lot down there in the Bahamas, but he did kind of say that he's itching to get out and play some. He is due to be eligible for the senior tour
December 26th, I think.
at the end of this year.
Yeah.
What'd you take away from what Tiger said this week?
The same thing you take away from anything he says. It means nothing.
Okay.
Absolutely means nothing. It's just a bunch of winding gibberish that leads to nothingness, and he'll have another surgery by the end of the year.
He said, I just started the process. A disc replacement takes time. It's longer. It's not as long as fusion, thank God, but it's going to take time.
And he just started chipping and putting, which gets everybody excited. But I think you're right. He's, when it comes down to playing an event where he has to walk, we're not going to see him. The interesting thing to me has always been Senior Tour, Champions Tour, when he can ride a cart. Is that going to get him to play more? That's what we hope for as golf fans, right? We want to see him out there. We want to, it's a
Do
spectacle.
I want to see him riding a cart?
Yeah, I do.
Beating up
Yeah, you
on-
want to see him playing.
Yeah.
Right, TJ?
I want to see him going toe-to-toe with David Alker.
Yeah, it just
Well, why?
to me because it brings me back to those mid '90s, late '90s years where the senior tour back then was almost as popular or more popular than the
Because
PGA
it had all
Tour.
our heroes.
Arnie and Chi-Chi and all those guys, Jack.
Because it was
Trevino.
all tour players. There was no Jay Seagulls, rest in peace, by the way, but there was no insurance salesman who had crashed the senior tour.
Yeah, but there were some
I
random
don't think you're allowed
guys.
to anymore. You have to have a certain the threshold to get on the senior tour now is like you have to have a victory and you have to have
it's
it's hard.
No, the tour qualifying is for 5 spots now, so it's almost minimal.
Yeah. So there's no. It's not really like you're
Did
talking
David
about.
Alker play on the regular PGA Tour?
I think he played European.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There were some random
He's from
guys
New
that would
Zealand
win
or
even
something.
back then on the during those guys with
Like
Norman
who?
and them. I got to think,
I was pretty
if I
happy. We had
pulled up a leaderboard.
We had a senior tour event in my town, so I knew a lot of them. It's the Jerry Barber, Miller Barber.
Larry Loretti.
Larry Loretti with
yeah.
the cigar.
Yeah.
Chi-Chi.
Yeah.
Yeah, that little short guy with the glasses.
Yeah.
But I
who's the
think
guy who wore
Loretti was a
the
club
hat?
pro.
Yes,
I think
yes.
One of those guys, I think it was Larry Loretti, was a club pro
Yeah.
who made it through qualifying and then did pretty well on the senior tour.
Yeah, Gay Brewer.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of guys
Here
that,
you go. Let's pull up the
Senior PGA Tour.
say like
money leaders.
1986.
Yeah, so
1986.
So I put in 95 or
let's
96.
86 is going to be something like Chi-Chi or even Player was playing a little bit then. Don January.
Don January.
Jim Ferree
Yeah.
would be a guy that's a random guy. Dale Douglas is a random guy. He won that year. Actually won multiple times. Dale Douglas was a player back then. Gary Player, Miller Barber, Chi-Chi, Don
Elder.
January, Bruce Crampton.
Gene Littler, who's about 3.5 feet tall.
It was like 5 guys that won all the events.
All right, do it for 1995
So
now.
here's 95, the U.S. Open at U.S. Senior Open at Congressional. Tom Weiskopf won it, and Nicholas finished second.
Wow.
So that was
How
awesome.
ironic is that?
Yeah, I let Tom win the ones, the older ones. Beat his ass so bad on the regular tour.
Yeah, I mean, Bruce Fleischer, Dr. Gil Morgan, guys
Gil
like Don
Morgan.
Pooley, Tom
He
Watson.
would lead the U.S. Open after the first round every year. Never win it. But
At Caves in 2002, it was Don Pooley who beat out Tom Watson there. The next year, Bruce Litsky, my man, the pool leak, beat out Tom Watson at Inverness. So
I think you have to wonder what's the most amount of majors that a senior PGA Tour person has won.
Bernard Longer.
And how many?
Got to be
I don't
long.
know.
got to be longer.
How many is it? Because Tiger might go after
I'm
that.
going to guess
Tiger's
10
not
or
going
12.
Tiger's not going to get that.
You could care less.
No, he's broken.
Okay.
Like the McFlurry machine that is Tiger is broken.
Just like
Do you
one
not
M&M
understand
comes
that?
out.
Yeah.
It's bad.
And it's
Yeah.
not going to be fixed anytime soon.
And
It's
not only is it bad with his back, when I looked at Tiger, I was like, you're 49.
Yeah.
Why do you look so old?
Yeah,
Yeah.
his face.
Very
looks old.
sad. His face doesn't look right.
I think
Well,
I think
it's-
there could be
he-
some pain medication
There
going on
could be.
again.
Well, he became an adult at 15 months. I mean, Earl.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't really have
He's
a
got,
childhood.
definitely has a lot of miles on him.
Bernie Longer, 12 for total senior majors. Second is Gary Player at 9. Nicholas has 8, and Hale Irwin and Steve Stricker was 7.
Hale Irwin was
Nicholas
another
has
guy that
8, and he
dominated.
played in 9 of them.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
For the record, look below there. Dr. Gil Morgan, never a real doctor. He got a degree in optometry at Southern College in Memphis. Never practiced the occupation. Was too good at golf. But they always made sure to call him Dr. Gil Morgan.
Well, that's what we talked about with last week with the LPGA Tour in the nickname situation. That was something that separated him from being just Gil Morgan.
Yeah.
I mean,
So, it helps.
if Tiger plays in a Champions Tour event this year and they pair him with John Daly in the first round, there won't be a bigger pairing on any tour.
Agreed.
All year in the PGA Tour, Live Tour, whatever it is. That will
Agreed.
be the biggest, and you'll see it actually at the top of not just Golf Channel. It'll be on ESPN. It'll be everywhere.
I hate to say it, though. If they pair Tiger Woods with Chris Johnson, it's going to be the biggest.
You're well.
But you're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah.
Well, the irrelevancy of both, possibly.
Yeah.
That Daly's definitely irrelevant.
Right.
And Tiger might be too. And you're right. It would still get the biggest crowd.
Wasn't there recently some story about how the senior tour was raising preemptive alarms about how Tiger's going to be included because they feared there was going to be some inequitability on how it's administered? Well, what am I remembering from that? Do you guys remember that story?
I don't recognize.
All right, I'll look it up. But they're already like, well, hey, when he joins, how's this going to work? Because it might have been for TV or pairings or money or I forget what it is.
Yeah, but
He should get an appearance
He's
fee.
still going to be exempt on the regular tour for as long as he wants, right? I mean, they have a Tiger Woods category now that basically he's lifetime exemption, even on if they still have the.
But
elevated.
he's gonna wind out of major soon.
I mean, pre-Live, Phil played.
Yeah.
Phil played a few events, and that was before he won the PGA. Too.
Here it is. The fear is that him on the senior PGA Tour for an event would overshadow the regular PGA Tour event.
Exactly. That's what we're saying.
Oh, the regular PGA.
Given week.
No doubt. That's what
So
we're
if
saying.
he's playing 8 senior events, that the ratings and the interest may be down for their opposite field event.
Yeah, no doubt, and that's what happened in the late '80s and '90s.
I
what
guess,
we're
but
talking about.
how big of a Tiger stand do you have to be?
Yeah.
It wouldn't
to
affect
be
me.
obsessed about him shooting 73 on a senior event.
Right. It wouldn't
Well,
affect
he's
me,
going to
but it
shoot
would
low,
affect
but they
some
play it
people.
at like 6,100.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
Not that short. 6,100 is the
64?
6,100 is the
Not even
LPGA length
64.
right now. Yeah,
67,
probably.
right?
Yeah, I think so.
A lot of these guys, Ronas, are longer now than they were on tour.
The
I'm going to
LPGA
look it up and
plays
bring it to your
6,100.
attention next week, and I'll be right again.
6,100. All right, let's end
That's
on
an
this.
exaggeration.
Let's end on this. I would say that in all my years of watching football, I've never seen it before. And it has a golf analogy, which would be Younghoe Koo for the Giants. Their place kicker pretty much laid the sod over a field goal attempt where he didn't even catch the ball. Look at this chub from Younghoe Koo. The golf memes and resets off this were great, such as me, 250 out, waiting for the group to clear.
Well, as
How good is
Patriots
that?
fans, Ronas and I enjoyed that very much. He has come out since, as hopefully
He
you know.
said he thought it was the operation the guy was going to drop
So
it.
I think the proper golf appropriate comparison is the ball's falling off the tee and you stop right before the ball. And
according to the rules, that is...
That's what he came out and said.
Is that a stroke or no?
No, it's not a stroke because you don't have the intent to hit the ball anymore.
Got it. Well, they don't do that in football. Because they quickly, Gunnar
tackle.
Olszewski, their holder, quickly got swallowed up, and they got no points.
I would really appreciate it if you get that off the screen because
Why?
20 years of the driver yips, the feeling that he was having as that foot went into the ground is what I had on every swing for 20 years.
Yikes.
So it brings back some difficult parts of my life.
That's so funny right there. All right, I'll take it off the screen.
Good win by the Patriots, though.
CJ, what'd you
11-2, 10 in a row. Never
CJ,
mind.
what'd you think?
I hit a wedge like that at 9 at Woodmont, like probably 10 years ago. and I hit like this far behind, like a foot and a half behind, and the ball didn't even move, but the turf flew over it, pancake.
Like in slow motion.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, somersaulted about 10 yards down.
And you said, I hope my real swing's a little closer than that one.
The crazy thing is I was actually playing very well through the first 8 holes, hit my drive down the center of the fairway, and hit a layup shot up, and just, I don't know what I did, but
it's crazy, isn't it?
It's just an awful game.
Just
just an awful game.
That we love so much.
We love so much. Fellas, great episode today. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas to one and all. Make sure to get on down to Golfdom or any of the stores in the D.C. area, including Annapolis and Rockville as well, and, of course, online at golfdomgolf.com and all of the worldwide golf stores to get your loved ones loaded up for Christmas. Till next time, thanks for listening to the Capital Golf Gang. Go play some simulator golf if it's winter where you are, and we will see you next time.
This has been the Capital Golf Gang. If you'd like the gang to visit your home course, send your inquiries to zabe@yahoo.com. That's CZABE@yahoo.com. And for free swag, we're all in extra large. So yeah, thanks for the shirts.
The 2025 golf season is in full bloom at Golfdom and Worldwide Golf. The snow is gone, the grass is green, and the birds are singing, and hope abounds for the best golf season of your life. But you won't play your best with just any old discount equipment off the rack. You need clubs and a ball that fits your game, and that's where Golfdom comes in. Expert club fittings are not just for pros, it's for you and me. And I've personally seen the fitting ninjas at Golfdom extract distance and accuracy from everyday players just by putting them in the right shafts and lofts. When it comes to apparel, Golfdom is a fashionista's nirvana. Every major brand, all styles, and golf wear for every season and every condition. Bags, shoes, push carts, boom boxes, tees, gloves, training aids, towels, head covers, umbrellas, rangefinders, the list goes on and on. And they've got an armory of golf ball ammunition large enough to launch an assault on a Scottish castle. So just like the new season of the Capital Golf Gang being in full bloom, so too is golf season at Golfdom. Get into any location in the DMV, Tysons, Rockville, and Annapolis, or shop online at golfdomgolf.com, or wherever you go, look for the Worldwide Golf logo and get the best for your game.